Hey, everybody. Oh my god, nothing's working. Everything broke. Okay,
yeah.
no, everything's still broke. Okay, there we go. Alright, we're good.
Make sure to sub, guys. Best
Yeah.
streamer.
Make
Best
sure
stream
to
NA.
sub. So,
Cool.
you guys put your plan into action. And let's roll a die. Alright, it didn't work. What do you guys do now?
Well, then we use the other plan, Neil.
Alright.
What?
Alright, good game, guys. You won. You got it.
Great.
Yeah.
Game over.
That's it.
Alright, everyone.
Thank you very much for staying with us. Shout out to Neil.
Shout out to Nina.
So, what do you guys do? How do you go about your... Let's take it step by step. Phase 1 of the plan.
Okay, before we leave, we agree, like, John, we need the signal so that the three of us are going to walk in first. You're going to come in a little bit after. We're going to scout around a little bit, try and find a room.
So you're going in before it gets dark, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll loiter around downstairs. You guys go up to kind of case the corridor a bit and make your mind up about what you're going to do. And then when I see you coming back down, that's when I'll head up and do my thing. And then when you see the guard going schizo and trying to, chase or get help or whatever, that's when you go and do your sneaky thing. If there's anyone in the corridor, improvise.
Yeah, I already want to be upstairs when you do your thing.
Okay, well, don't be too near me. Don't, look like you're affiliated with me.
Okay.
So
Right,
exactly
cool.
when should I do my thing?
As soon as I jump through the window, as soon as you hear the glass smash, go into
Yes.
labor.
Okay. So when I hear a glass smash, because the shock will actually, the shock,
Yeah.
the sound
Totally.
makes me like really afraid or something like that. Just
Totally.
Yes,
That's exactly
Kiwi.
what happens. Kiwi?
makes total sense.
Okay, I think the plan is us three go in, and then the guard will come and tell us that, like, they're closing, and that's when Lamia will fake going into labor, and then you come up from behind him and, like, punch him, and then you sprint to the window and jump out.
I'm going to hit him, but sure, that works.
Push him, whatever. Throw.
I
dark
was
soil
just
at
going
him.
to, act like I was just walking past and then just kind of dart past him, just off, sprinting past him. He'll, chase after me. I'll just, swan, I'll Olympic my way through the window
Yes.
and Assassin's Creed the hell out of that. I'll land gracefully and we'll take it
I
from
just
there.
hope you
As
can get
much
away.
you can muster. So
And if there's anyone, still in the corridor, you guys just have to improvise, but I'm sure it'll be fine.
now I'm confused though. Labor before Windows Smash or after Windows Smash? Yes.
At the same time as Windows Smash. You're supposed to be your goal is to be an additional problem the guards have to deal with. Because we don't need all of you to hide. You can be the one outside this evening, but we need at least one person to hide.
Didn't we already have the plan in play? Weren't you guys ready
Yes.
to execute the plan?
We are so ready to execute
Yes.
the plan.
Alright,
We're
let's
ready.
execute
Yeah.
the plan.
Talking.
We
Okay.
have nothing to fear but fear
We
itself.
never.
Alright, stage 1. You guys approach the building. It is now maybe 45 minutes before
And he
sundown.
looks awesome.
Okay.
Alright,
Jade, Lamy, and Felix enter and head to the second floor.
everyone watching, pretend music from Ocean's 11 is playing. Okay? Or any sort of spy movie ever.
Mission Impossible works as well.
Yeah, we're not allowed to play any of that music.
Yeah, but
But, you can put
Find
it
it,
on
find it.
yourself or...
Yeah.
Mission Impossible.
Yeah. Just put the mission.
Doo-doo-doo.
Yeah, exactly.
don't even hum it.
I don't
Neil will
think
get
YouTube will
sued.
detect the hums. I think you can get those few notes out humming and we'll be okay. But no more, Simon. No more. I know Lania's got a singing performance.
You hum Mission
Yeah,
Impossible. Neil gets flagged by Nintendo.
Like if everything fails, guys, I got this. Like my singing was be so good that they would be blown away.
Your singing just killed Kiwi.
Yeah. Yeah. Spy
Yeah.
Kids. That's what I want you guys to put on. Spy
Spy
Kids
Kids.
sound.
Kids.
Like it.
All right.
We need
I
the
guess while we
Kiwi.
wait for Kiwi. Oh my god, it got really bright in your room, Dr. Dula.
Yeah, my webcam's like doing things with the brightness.
Like
Is it just me that's like dropping?
It's just you.
I have no idea what's happening. My internet says it's still fine, so
I don't know.
fingers crossed.
All right. Anyway, so you guys walk up to the building 45 minutes before sundown. You all walk in the front door together.
No, 3 of us.
I waddle,
You waddle.
I guess. Yeah, you don't know? Big stomach? No.
So, all right.
Kinda just walking slowly, like taking care of the kid. Like, gonna have to put up a believable act, I guess.
Okay.
I hold their
Like,
hand while
it's
to help her
It's
walk.
very quite noticeable, right? It's gonna be right quite bulgy and
Right.
stuff.
There's definitely a
So-
bulge in your pants
Yes.
and shirt. It's
So
that
the-
pants shirt region that bulges.
The 3 of us scout around
There's
upstairs,
always a bulge in my pants, Neil.
take notice of the guards and the layout.
Okay. So who's the fourth person that is not joining the party?
Me.
John Locke.
I'm going in last.
Okay.
I go in like 20 seconds behind them. You know, I'm not hanging around outside, but I just loiter in the entrance hall.
Okay.
Yeah, we are
So-
not associated with that guy at all.
All right. The 3 of you walk in. You see the hall and everything is going around. There are people running around trying to get last-minute business done before the sun goes down. The guards are especially cranky and short right now. They're kind of snapping at people as they run by because it's almost over. They're almost done. They're just freedom's just a few moments away. So they're particularly harsh, and they're kind of like some of them snap a few things at you, like, "Hey, we're almost closed. Hurry up, get your shit done. Get out of here." So you walk in. Where do you go?
We go. The 3 of us go upstairs.
All right, walking upstairs. You get
Okay.
upstairs. You take the left path, so you can go right by the hallway that leads down to the mayor's room.
Do we see any guards?
Yep, there's the same guard from earlier today, kind of standing in the middle of the hall, hands behind his back, looking back and forth.
Any other patrolling guards?
Not right now.
Okay.
While we're like walking, like, oh, I'm just talking loud. Oh, I hope it's like trying to.
I hope I
wonder if
don't
it's
go
a
into
boy or a
labor.
girl. Like, trying to give. I'm like the bad actress ever, but I'm like trying to make a convincing case, like, oh, I wonder if it's a boy or a girl. I'm so happy.
We'll know soon enough, dear. Soon enough.
Yes, hubby.
So is that guard just like standing by the door, or is he
He's standing
patrolling?
by the hallway. So? Can we look at roll 20? We still have a roll 20.
It's like there's like an entrance to the hallway, and everything down that hallway is private, and he's blocking the entrance to the hallway basically.
Oh, okay, I'm with you. Right.
So
Yeah.
you guys are gonna run down the hallway and find somewhere to hide in a side room or something, hopefully,
So.
just under a table or something. I don't know.
Something like this. Poorly decided by me. Something like that, and then this right here would be a staircase. Or like the end of a staircase, which are with really straight steps. And the guard would be here. And then you'd have actually this. Oops, I looked the wrong color. This would be the wall, the outside wall up here. Be a little window. Oh god. No. There'd be a window right here, and a doorway right there. Doorway. There.
Do we know which one's the mayor's door?
The one on the right.
Perfect. Okay.
Okay, so
Uh-huh.
time goes by, and I guess how does this go down?
Well, you guys get up to the staircase. How long do you wait before you execute phase 2 of the plan?
That's up to John Locke.
I'm just loitering around downstairs, waiting for you guys to be done.
Well, they go
Just
upstairs and they're out of
Yeah, yeah.
sight.
Yeah.
So I guess we're just walking around upstairs.
Okay, I mean, there's not much. So you don't just hang out by the staircase. You just walk around back and forth upstairs area.
Yes.
All right, you're kind of walking around.
Oh,
John
look
Locke,
at
what
the
are you
lovely architecture.
I'm at like that. It's a classy place. It's like paintings in the hall downstairs. I'm admiring those, the culture and everything going on. Keeping an eye on the top of the stairs.
All right, so
You know.
one of the guards sees you just kind of like admiring paintings and shit, and he walks up to you and says, "Hey, we're about to close for the day. If you have no business here, you need to leave."
Oh, I'm just waiting for a friend upstairs. I'm sure it'll be no more than a minute.
He kind of grunts and then leaves you alone.
Okay, so I guess at this point, we walk back over to the stairs. I give a quick glance down to John Locke, and then I quickly do a 180 to the guard and ask him what time they close.
Sundown. Any minute
As soon as I see him, I start heading towards the stairs. But I don't make eye contact. I don't make it look like I'm affiliated with this man. I'm just going up the stairs now. All still nonchalant, you know.
Okay.
Okay, at this
He
point,
like pushes past me or something.
no.
What? Where am I standing?
You're standing next to me. The three of us are like next to the orange circle.
Okay.
Whoa,
And then
the orange circle, you can't get into the orange circle.
Sorry, not orange circle. Green
Neil,
circle.
we're next to the pumpkin already. I don't. You might have missed it.
I must have
we're
missed
in
it.
there.
Yeah.
So as the guard says that, I turn to Lamia and I say, "Is it time?"
Okay. I'm just heading
Yeah.
up the stairs.
It's
And
So,
So-
tell me, where on the map are you guys? Are the three of you?
does anybody want to ping? I guess I'll ping.
I think you're by the guard, right? Huh?
How to
Guys,
ping?
next to the pumpkin.
Use the,
Save-
the
save-
pointer and then click and hold.
Like that. I don't know where you guys
That's what
are.
John
I'm just
Locke
pinging.
is. We'll be
Yeah.
over here. Ugh.
So you guys are over in that region. So you
Yes.
stand and you're talking for a moment. John Locke walks up and does what?
Okay, so I continue walking at the top of the stairs and I make eye contact with the guard and just kind of indicate the corridor, point to this corridor here and say, toilets down there.
Shakes
And I'm
his
still,
head
wa-
and says, "No, you
still
gotta
walking
go out.
towards him. Whereabouts are they?
Can't
I'm
use
still
any-
walking towards him.
No privies in here for your use. Get out."
Oh, what's down there? As I'm still walking to, I'm still let me know when I reach him, right? Because I'm gonna.
So, area's off limits, and at this point, you're, the normal distance at which you'd stop when you're talking to the person.
Okay.
You're 5 feet away.
Fuck, I forgot to mention something. Clothes I'm wearing, long sleeve or short sleeve?
It's getting towards autumn, so you have long sleeve clothes.
Okay, it's long sleeves. Okay, you can say this is BS because I wanted to mention. I didn't mention this earlier, but I have I guess maybe not on my sleeve. It's somewhere ready for use. Is I've got a knife, right?
Right, you've got like a dagger at your belt.
Yeah.
Or something.
Okay, and I'm gonna try and just dart, from nonchalantly walking, just take off and dart past the guard and start sprinting towards the window.
Okay. All right, so you're starting to walk up to him, and then all of a sudden you dart trying past him. He is,
Yeah.
wary because he's actually a legit guard, and it's the end of his shift. And you look, you're asking where the privy. I mean, he's a guard. He's not
Yeah.
thoroughly surprised by it. So as you dart, he goes to block you. So we need an initiative roll. Your D8 versus his D8.
Don't fuck it up.
Perfect.
You fucked it up.
Perfect roll.
Awesome. You fail miserably.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because you want for D8s you want low. For
Yeah, yeah.
initiative you want low. So
Yeah. I
he
know.
goes to block you, and so you dart and kind of he blocks your path, and you collide into him. And he says, "Whoa, where do you think you're going, buddy?" And kind of puts a hand on your shoulder.
Thought you said the privy was down here.
There is no privy. Out. Get out of here.
As he does this, I grab the guard. I put my hand on his shoulder and I'm like, I think my wife's going into labor.
I'm starting to be like, oh my, Oh, no, just go down on the ground.
Your wife's going into labor? Let me check it out. I'm a doctor.
The guard does not let go of your shoulder.
I'm
I'm
like,
Keeps a
look,
firm grasp.
there's a woman going into labor over here. At least let me, let me go check her out.
I'm in so much pain right now. I'm like slumped down to the ground, like clutches my stomach. Oh,
I watched
think
my wife
little Tim-
deliver 4 kids. If she was going to labor, there'd be water all over her ankles.
So is the
She
guard
has- Look,
is the
so
guard
I'm
paying
a doctor,
attention
okay?
to us, or
Well, I
Or
mean,
is he,
he's
like,
got one
fully
hand on John's shoulder, and he's kind of like looking at. Well, it's
Okay.
not really. At this point, it's like on
Okay,
his
at this-
shirt and
at
stuff.
this point,
and he's
Neil,
looking at the
I-
rest of you guys. He's like, and that's what he's saying. So he's looking at you. Yes.
At this point, Neil, I'm screaming furiously, like clutching my stomach and like
I'm gonna-
saying how much it hurts. I don't want to scream on stream because that would be.
I say, sir, I'm a medical professional, and I don't know about what your opinion, but I think with this specimen, there's a possibility
He
of
shoves you.
a lot of hair
He shoves
soaking
you
up
a
the
lot,
water.
very hard. Give me
He shoves me a lot.
an opposed strength check.
so?
No good. You
20.
20. Total of 20 though. Yeah. Total of
Yeah.
20. All right. He shoves you, and you stumble headfirst towards the staircase. You don't fall down it.
So at this point, presumably the guard is focused on John. So I want to pull out my blowgun and use one of the tranquilizer things and hit the guard with it.
Okay, so you start pulling this blowgun out of your somewhere. I'm not really sure where you have the blowgun.
I mean, these tranquilizer, they're like tranquilizer darts.
No,
is
like
that,
so you've got
is that what
darts,
it
and
is?
then you've got like this vial of technically poison, be tranquilization poison. So you'd have to like pull out the dart and like dip it in the poison, and then stick it in the tube, and then go. Boom.
Oh, so it's not like pre-prepared kind of.
No,
Like
no.
oh, that. I suppose that changes because I'm
So
not
I've
going to
been-
pull it
I've
out
been
and be like.
Yeah,
I've been pushed, right?
Old-timey
Okay.
stuff was slow.
Looking down the other 2 corridors, any other windows down either of them at the ends?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm going for one of those windows. I'll kind of spin around. I assume he hasn't left the entrance to the corridor,
No, I mean,
right?
so you spin
Okay,
around
so I'm
and run
gonna
off.
I'll spin around and sprint down one of them.
All right, he shouts like, "Guys, we got some problem up here," and he starts shouting people's names: Fred, John, Mac, Fleetwood.
As they come up, I just want to clutch my stomach even more and scream, "Yes, I need help!" Like, trying to direct their attention because he did not say what the problem was. So I'm just gonna lay down.
crosses his arms and looks at you guys and just shakes his head.
I'm gonna turn as I'm
Why?
running. As I'm running, I'm gonna turn and throw a knife at. When I look at my party, who's the most armored?
None of them. No one has any armor.
Don't hit the baby.
None
Not
of them.
my
Like,
baby.
who looks the most dexterous?
You would know that the most defensive is yourself.
Yeah. Okay. And
After
this-
you,
I throw
it
another-
is Felix King. After you.
I throw a knife at Felix.
All right, Felix, you're surprised by this knife throwing, so your dexterity doesn't count.
Oh damn it, Felix! What are you doing, Felix? I'm trying to give you
Well,
authenticity as a bystander here, Felix. What are you doing?
Roll to hit, John Locke. Roll to hit.
Can I roll to make it look like I was trying to hit? And is there any way of doing that?
Yeah, so roll to hit the person right next to him, like the space nearby.
Okay, sure.
So just don't fail badly.
What's my miss at +4? Right. Okay. It's the AC of the space nearby.
Just roll. Just roll.
11.
All right. So you throw, and the knife kind of clatters to the ground near his feet. And the guard now puts a hand, draws his sword, and says, and yells loudly, "We actually have weapons up here. We need some backup."
Okay.
And he interposes himself between you and Felix with his sword.
Okay. I throw a second knife at. How far away am I at this point from them?
You said you started running down the hallway, so
Yeah.
15 feet, 20 feet.
Okay. No, I'll just turn and sprint and. Oh no, I've got a good idea. The window I'm going for, I throw my knife at the window to pre-smash it for myself,
Roll to
and
hit
then I dive
while
through.
you run.
But okay.
So
What
in
should
this
we do while
version
this is
of
happening?
D&D, do thieves like us get like a back attack bonus?
Sorry,
Yes,
y'all. The window has 13 AC.
At 14 or at 4th level, you if you stab someone in the back, it's an automatic critical hit, and you get a +1 to hit anyone, an additional +1 to stabbing people in the back. So you throw your
Are we-
knife at the window, you hit it, it makes a saving throw. It fails its saving throw. The window cracks.
It's cracked.
Yeah, it's not shattered,
Good.
but it's.
No, that's fine. It's cool. And then I keep on going, and I
You dive through the window.
actually, you know what? Not head first. I'll jump and bring my knees up and try and cannonball.
You can't
Have you
fall through the
seen-
window.
Have you seen the trailer for the new Batman game where he like dives
not.
through a door? He's got his knees up in front of him. Yeah. Okay. Well, whatever. Okay, I dive through the
Maybe
window.
you should
He
Pick,
dive
pick
dives
however
through
you
through
want.
his knees first.
He kind of like jumps and brings up his knees and smashes through a. Never mind. You know what?
You
I'm
should
just diving
basically-
through this
I
window.
will go through like a wrecking ball.
Yeah, like a wrecking. I'm just diving for it. Not anything like a wrecking ball at all.
Okay,
I'm
so you
diving through
jump
it.
through the window.
Yes.
Give me
And I'm
a
gonna try
dex
and
check
roll.
to make sure you can hit through the window. This should be very easy
Oh.
for you. You only need to make a 20 total.
Yeah.
No problem.
Easy-
You make
easy
it through the
peasy.
window, and then you have a nice 14, 15-foot drop as you fall to the ground below. Give me a
Roll.
tumbling proficiency check, if you have one.
Tumbling. I do have tumbling, and its check is check is 16.
So d20 plus 16.
Oh, d20 plus. I don't have to reach us. Okay, cool.
Yeah. You have to reach 25. 'cause you're on
Okay.
the second floor.
31.
Easy peasy. So you jump out and you tumble to the ground safely, taking no damage.
So while this guy's got his back to us, are there any doorways along the corridor that we're in that I might be able to try and like poke my head in and look sneakily to see what's in them?
As
Well,
also
what do you mean,
by
like, so he's right there. So John Locke ran out this corridor all the way outside, right? Which is
Yeah.
way down there. You guys are behind the guard over here.
Oh, so he's like just right next to us.
Yeah, he just
Right.
interposed himself between you and
Oh,
them.
okay.
Protecting you from the knife. You know,
as
valuable
and,
hero.
Good guy guard.
and since I have like sufficient memory, I remember when the glass shattered, I was actually gonna go into labor. So now I go into labor like I'm
Even
doubling
more.
my efforts to sound like I'm really going into labor.
Okay.
Um.
That
There
was
the
are
plan!
footsteps coming up the stairway.
Oh.
Mhm.
Okay.
What do you do?
Let's time that.
What do
It's
you
a
do?
good question. It's a good question.
What do you do?
I'm just like laying on the floor.
I'm distancing myself from these two. I'm
Where
just
you
like
go?
walking around.
Ping yourself
looking.
on the. Where do you?
Let's see. So we're like there
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
So I want to like walk down here and be like, I don't know, just look around.
All right. Two more guards
briefly,
arrive.
Neil. Briefly, in case there was any question about this, I just take off as soon as I hit the ground. I like roll up and I just book it. I'm aiming to like get out of town or something now.
All right. So, what's your name? Jade Cat's Paw kind of walks away. The other two guards come up, and they look, and the guard that's there already says there was a guy who's acting really suspicious, threw some knives at us, gives a rough description of John Locke, and says, and these ones are pretending to go into labor, and I don't know why.
What do you mean pretending? My
What?
wife's
Not
in labor.
pretending. I'm like
One of the guards
it really
comes
hurts over
over
here.
and like puts a hand on, like it goes to lift up your skirt, Lania, or your pants.
Oh,
Whoa,
because you're lying on the
yourself,
ground,
fucker.
right? Like, oh my god, I'm going into labor.
Whoa.
And so one of them like takes your skirt and like rips it up, and is
What?
like,
Save versus Dragon Fear.
Okay, so when this happens, I try and do my best acting, and I put a face
Yeah.
of shock on myself. I'm like, you lying bitch, and I go and slap Lamia.
You slap the woman lying
Ah!
down.
Yes.
Oh, fuck you!
Okay. They grab both of you by the shoulders and start dragging you out. Do you resist?
Don't hurt the
no,
baby.
I don't.
Don't
I don't
hurt the
resist. But I
baby.
say
Don't
she
hurt
lied
the
to me. She
baby."
said she was pregnant.
The guards are just shaking their heads and like talking amongst themselves, like, fucking. Every time, every Halloween, there's always some people fucking around. Fucking kids, man.
Could have been
I'm
worse.
like-
Could have been with a pumpkin.
Okay, I'm just gonna. Okay, guys, you got us. Haha, look, it was just a joke.
Yeah, they drag you outside, kick you out, and said, "No more pranks. Get the hell out of here." And they.
How
boot
many
you
of the
out.
guards dragged them
You
outside?
didn't
two of
even
them.
have any candy. I spit on them.
Jade, the other guy, while those people are getting dragged out, he's shouting down the hallway at you and says, "Hey, you, come back here! You wench, get over here!"
So I walk over there.
I
Says,
rolled
"Hey,
to
you get out too."
I rolled to spit on one of the guards. By the way.
So you're
Well,
just
fit.
finishing your shift then? Is that true?
Get out. I have put up with far too much shit today, and I haven't got a chance to party at all. Get the fuck out of this building right now.
Well, if you want to party, then maybe we should meet up later.
He grabs you roughly by the shoulder,
I start
looks
walking. That's-
down the hallway both ways, and starts like pushing, like walking you to the stairs.
Oh, I like a man that's forceful.
He gets to the staircase, kind of gives you like a rough shove, not like a shove down the stairs, gives you like a rough shove, and then walks back to where he was before.
So I walk out and turn around and be like, call me sometime.
So at this point, I just taken off the baggage or
But
whatever.
you
like-
spit on the guard. You rolled an 18
Yes.
to spit on the guard.
Yeah.
He walks up to you and punches you in the gut.
I still have the.
Still got padding right there.
Yeah, you got the padding, so it doesn't hurt very much at all. But he still gives
My
you a nice
baby.
big slam to the gut.
Like that's not the way to treat a lady.
He mutters under his breath, "Show me a lady and I'll treat her like a lady." And, yeah.
So when Jade comes up, I'm like, men are such pigs.
Men are such pigs.
So the
So
whole party,
So
minus Gilbert,
when I get plastered,
reconvenes somewhere at some point
Outside, back at our camp.
back at the camp.
I thought we got a room. What was the point of the room?
Okay.
John Locke
well,
ran away.
John Locke ran out.
I went back to the. How far away from the town is the camp? I'll decide where I
Like
go.
an hour and a half.
Yeah, okay. I won't head all the way back there. I'll loiter, hidden, just off the road, leading out of town, like keeping an eye on the road, see what happens.
All right, where do the rest of you guys go? Felix, where do you take your people?
We head out of town, back towards the camp.
Okay.
The direction that John Locke went.
Okay, so you guys all kind of meet up outside of town.
Well, that didn't go over.
The
Like,
guard was a little more efficient than I expected. But we have now a way in. We have a broken window.
True, but we have.
What
is
you guys
24
don't
hours.
realize is that when he was shoving me, I pickpocketed the key from him. Haha!
Seriously?
I PM'd you that right now.
No, you didn't.
Oh well.
But we have a rope, and we have a broken window.
Yes, we do.
Which
Neil.
side of the building is the broken window on, Neil?
It is right in front of the. No, it's to the left. So let's go back to the festival view of everything. Let's actually change the orientation. The
Should
broken
be
window is like right here.
there. Okay. Other side.
I don't suppose anyone grabbed my daggers, by the way, did they?
The guard did.
No.
Well, including. What happened to the one I threw at the window? Did that?
That clattered on it. Well, it cracked the window and fell on the inside of the hall.
Okay.
So you are down 0.
Yeah,
you were
sure.
down 2-0 daggers.
Actually,
Okay,
how many did Gilbert have? Because I got those.
Oh, I guess you have 2 now.
Do you want some marbles?
I want some marbles. Okay, but I have like a perfect plan now, guys. You're gonna love this next plan.
Let's hear it.
It's going to involve the rope and the window. That's all I've got so far. But it's it's a good plan. It will be a retrospect. You know, it's going to be a good plan. It's not retrospective. That's or is it? I don't know. But it's going to be a good plan. Trust me.
Let's sneak in through the window. At night.
Yeah.
Put on a
that's-
disguise. We'll like try and tranquilize any guards that are around if we can, and then
So when
Simon-
we get over there, like, okay, gang, let's split.
Who is the sneakiest of us?
Which is
Probably-
a good question.
I don't think anyone's really sneaky.
5, that's 14.
Move
Well,
silently.
you
It's
check
a
move
six,
silently.
six.
Move silently,
silently.
16.
Wow. 16?
I've got a 10, and I can.
I've got a
hide the
6. I'm the least.
Yeah, I got 6 as well, but I'm really good at picking them up.
Okay, I'm now probably a wanted man in the town, and I'm
10.
also.
Disguise.
Well, it's okay, John. I got smuggle item. We'll just consider you an item. I'll smuggle you inside. That's right. I can do that, Neil, right? I can just consider him an item because I don't like him very much. So I just consider him an object.
I mean, you
Right.
can
Anyone have a-
objectify him if you want, but he's still
Yeah,
a
I'm
person.
objectifying him.
Does
Okay,
anyone
you
have
are
a
now
grapple?
objectifying him.
Roll for hotness.
Anyone have a grapnel or anything similar?
Grapnel?
Like a grappling hook, you know,
Yeah,
just we can tie onto it.
You are. Oh.
Anyone?
No.
Oh, I have tightrope walking. If only I noticed that earlier, it would have been part of a third plan I had.
You did notice it earlier.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't have been part of any plan.
Neil, can
Can't
we
think of a way
jump
to stop them.
from a building over?
That is like a 20-foot gap.
Okay.
So if you look at your athletics, there is jumping, and that is how far you can jump with a running start.
It's like 15.
9.
You and
Yeah,
your.
this is not a 5x5 grid that we're looking at.
Emmett,
I have
slightly
to
off.
actually. This disturbs me because I'm using the metric system. You guys and yours.
no, I can't jump very far. I'm not
Okay,
athletic
it
at
is
all.
20 to 25 units across, and the number of units you can jump is underneath your athletics.
Okay. I got 10.
Yeah, it is too far for anyone to jump.
So, but if someone rides me and then like Yoshi's
And-
like Mario and Yoshi just jumps off me,
Yeah.
I'll fall to the ground again. But I'm good at that, and then they can. It's like getting a double jump, Neil.
Well, also that building is only 2 stories high right here, and this building is 3 stories high. if you recall.
But the hole
we-
is on the second
Right.
floor.
This is true.
No.
Wait, 2 stories to 3 stories?
Yeah, this thing is 3 stories. This story is only 2 stories.
And
So
what
we could-
building is that? Yeah.
I didn't see that is just like a residential building, like an apartment block.
So,
So
if we're
Neil-
like 20 feet up, jumping into a 15 high window, possibly?
I would
So
say
you're
that gives
saying
you an
there's
extra
a
5
chance.
feet to your jump. 5 units for those of you using the metric system. You can't just look at the word feet as a unit. So still no, not quite there.
But we can make a tightrope.
If you
Conceivably.
could make a tightrope, yeah, you could tightrope it.
So,
Would you fashion
Neil,
the tightrope on the other side?
a quick question about like the darts thing. Like to make tranquilizer darts, would I like I've got 3 vials or whatever. Does that mean 3 darts?
So you've got
Wow.
a vial that can be used to coat 3 darts or your dagger 3 times. All weapons are just considered 1 unit just for ease of working with it. So that means you'd have to like. It usually takes a full initiative round to dip your dart and dagger and prep it for everything. So what you would do is you would prep it right before you fire it. Because if you prep it ahead of time and then leave it somewhere, the fluid, the poison, will just like fall off of it. So you need to prep right before you fire.
Okay, that's cool.
I just
Guys,
so we can't horizontally jump that distance, right? I cased this joint really well, so I can just my character can just picture it in his head. John knows what it's like. But if we could get on the roof of the slightly smaller building, we might be able to jump like that distance across and down.
Neil said no.
I said
You
that
said
would give you
no?
an extra 5 feet to your jump.
Oh, 5 feet. Okay. How tall is this building? Here.
That is a 3-story building.
That'd be a really weird angle.
That'd be a really weird
because
angle.
What did I say? It was right here. So now that would be 5, 10, that's like 30 feet
Yeah.
away. So
Yeah. If someone stood on my shoulders to get some extra height, and I ran forwards and they jumped off my shoulder.
Guys,
Double
let's
jump.
just go in and try and like knock out some guards and sneak in. What do you guys think?
Let's go case. We've cased the hall. Let's go case the square at night, or the
Okay, Casey.
case it.
Are you
Remember,
gonna
we have that
disguise
window
yourself
that's
in any way? Are you gonna change
I'm-
your clothes?
I'm like bald, so I can't dye my hair or anything.
You could rub mud on your face or something. Switch
You,
How-
you could
How
you could
unique?
you could
do
still
I
have to
look?
pay.
Yeah.
You could still
How
have to
unique
pay.
does my character look? Like how noticeable?
you're one of the few bald people around.
One of the few bald people.
Ha! Suck it.
We go and scalp Gilbert's character, and I
You
put
know
his
the body
hair.
was torn, dragged away by wolves. Remember?
Oh,
There
it
is
was.
no body.
Oh. I go
Neil,
and
is
scalp
there
one
a
of the
mask
wolves.
shop?
There's any mask shop will be closed by now. The sun is setting. The sun has set.
And the festival's tomorrow.
Okay, no,
Festival's
I feel
tomorrow night.
confident. I'm gonna.
All day.
I think we can get through town if I just kind of stick to back streets and is the town walled, Neil, or is it just kind of open?
It's an open town.
Okay, yeah, we can get in. We don't have to see any guards. I'll stick to alleys and stuff and Ezio the hell out of it. I'll sit down on a bench if anyone's looking at me dodgy. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Alright, if you want to press your luck. You are a wanted
Let's
man
head
now,
back
as
in,
you said.
guys, and try and do something.
Must
Let's
be
go
hard to
case
be
that
wanted
square, guys.
dead or alive.
We're gonna go case the square.
Okay. It is an open square. It's nighttime. There's some tables set up and some decorations set up for tomorrow. And there are a few people about drinking and socializing, but not many.
How many people are there around the side where there's the broken window?
We should
I think-
probably
There's no one in the
investigate.
alley right now, but there's some people in the courtyard near the alley that could see down it.
Maybe we should talk to some
Yeah.
of the people and just say how it's usually going down. Like trying to get the much information from them. I'm just out of character right now, but fuck it. How the guards are usually around the pumpkin and how the layout usually is. Maybe that's not what you're doing, John. I don't know.
So there are people that can see down the alley.
Yeah, so there's maybe 24 people hanging out around the courtyard. And down here near the bottom, a few of them are leaning up against their house, because this is, again, an apartment block. And there's some people standing up next to it, leaning against the wall, chatting to one another. And so they could
Okay.
see conceivably down this alley right now.
How climbable is the wall?
Not very.
Is there anything jutting out of the side, like a flagpole or something sticking out the side of the building that I could maybe throw a rope over and use to abseil up?
No, not really. You'd have to throw... There's windows that you could throw things into, but there's nothing
Yeah.
jutting out.
I wonder if we could find a hook somewhere.
It's the second story. We can just try and boost each other up or something. Can't be that hard, right?
Well, we're only like
Let's
5
try.
feet tall, so
Who's
that's-
strong? Who's strong and who's light? We could, boost someone up. If they jumped from your hand, they could probably get some reasonable height and cut their hands on some jagged glass that's, left of the window.
It'll give them traction.
I mean,
I'd shake
I think the girls in this party is actually more buff than the guys.
I'm 10 strength. Anyone?
I'm 11.
11. Suck it.
And
Who is
What's
highest
Neil?
dex?
what's your
Wait,
strength? I got 16
Mine is
dex.
9.
What's your strength? 9?
Mine is
okay.
9.
No one's really strong.
Guys, we're fine. The max lift, mine is 210. It's no problem.
Okay. I mean, you say not very. When you say not very climbable, do you mean it totally impossible, to climb up to the second floor, or?
I don't really have a climbing proficiency, do I? Or a
So we
climbing
have-
skill set. How do I determine climb?
I mean, you know, if someone boosted me and I could kind of get
Yeah,
within
yeah.
about 5 feet of it.
So the thing, it's like a brick building. So
Mhm.
you've seen brick with mortar. It's not very
Yeah.
climbable. You'd have to be very, very skilled at climbing to be able to do that.
So we could have the two girls, since they have the strongest and they have the same strength, they can boost you, and then you can jump off of them into the window, and then hold out the rope for
Might-
the rest of us to climb up.
Might be able to reach it if I jump really high. Alternatively, I could try and like find a bit of place where the mortar's missing or a loose space, you know, a space between two bricks, and like ram a dagger in, and then use that to pull myself up and kind of dagger climb the wall.
Okay,
Yeah,
from there we're going to have someone who's pregnant, and we'll use the baby as leverage to. So, guys, I think we should just wait until like these guys get really drunk and don't notice us, or they all go to
Yeah.
sleep.
Well, yeah,
And
we'll
then
wait until later in the night when it's more, when it's less crowded.
Yeah.
But I'm trying
probably
to
pretty-
think of
pretty
ways we can
pissed.
get. Trying to think of ways we can get into this window.
Wait, if you tie
Well-
the rope to a dagger, throw the dagger so it sticks to the wall right above the window.
But only I can throw it in hard enough to support
let's
my weight.
deal with that when like we'll just see, because if everyone's there all night, then there's no point. So
Yeah.
let's wait
Okay.
around and see if there's even.
So
a
we
chance.
loiter, I guess. We loiter around kind of this corner over here, in the waiting for people over here to jog on. You know.
So you loiter over here, waiting
Yeah.
for people over here to disappear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jolly good.
As the evening progresses, they eventually, go inside. Gilbert left. Now
Okay.
all the overlays are screwed up on this one too. Damn it, Gilbert.
How? So, any ideas? Should we try the boosting first and see how that goes?
Yes, let's try that.
Okay. Who wants to go in? I've got the highest dex, but I don't know if that's going to help here necessarily.
I'll go.
I
in.
don't have very much athletics.
My athletics are 9, but I still can pickpocket and move silently, steal, pick
I got
locks.
it.
Sorry.
11 athletics actually.
I can't
11.
move very silently, so maybe I shouldn't go in. Okay, who the height? Height-wise, who's the tallest? We're gonna get the 3 tallest of us, and one of them's going in.
I'm 5'5".
I'm 5'6".
I'm 5'1".
5'3". 5'3".
Okay, so Felix and I are close. So why don't Felix and I boost Lamia, and Lamia goes in.
Sounds good.
Excellent.
We're all so short. How is this gonna work? God.
Neil, we saunter over to where there's the broken window,
Mm-hmm.
and we try and boost Lamia up.
Well, we scout out the broken window area first.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's 15 feet up to the window, as we discussed earlier.
Yeah.
And how do you boost her?
So first we do the regular hook your fingers and she stands in them, and then using our athletics and dexterity and stuff. You see cheerleaders do this crap the whole time. We eventually transition to the point where we're basically making a spirit bomb and she's standing on our hands.
Okay, so you're getting
That's
her
good.
standing
A
on
Genki
your
Dama.
hands.
Genki Dama, yeah.
Alright, between the 4 of you, you can get Lamia, is it? That you want to do that?
Yes.
Alright, so you get
Yeah.
Lamia,
Lamia.
standing up on
Should
your
I-
guys' hands. Whose hands are she standing on?
Myself
Everyone?
and Felix, I think, because
How tall are you?
Jade is so short. 5'5" and 5'6".
Okay, that's close enough.
And with your hands, you're like a bit taller and
Right. Okay, so now you're 5...
Should I just
So now
wait?
you're
Should I
at
go?
10... What, I would... This is another...
What's
foot
the
or
purpose
so?
of
So
me
let's say
bringing a
you're
rope
11
as
your
well?
head is 11.5 feet up, Lamia.
so you can
Wait.
reach.
You cannot
12 and a
quite
half.
reach. So you could reach. Well, yeah, you could reach 12 and a half. So you're still 3 feet shy of the window.
Jump.
You
Jump
can't jump 3 feet.
down
Run.
on the ground.
Jump
Jump,
3 feet.
jump,
Do you
jump, jump. Move it
Do you
all
have a
around.
dagger, Lamia?
Da,
Do you have a
da,
dagger?
da, da. Right, yes. I have
See if you
daggers.
can find anywhere to like stick it in the wall.
Yeah, I'll see if I can wedge it in. But what's the purpose of this? Of me having rope as well, or something?
I can hand up
Okay.
some rope if we need it. I mean,
Yeah,
I've
we
only
can
used one.
throw up the rope once we
Okay.
get you in.
Yeah, can't we? We
Yeah.
could even do like a cheerleader thing because they throw those chicks like really high in
Yeah,
the
but
air,
you
right?
guys
Yeah.
do not have a cheerleading proficiency.
I do.
No, you
I-
don't. Check your
Neil,
character sheet.
I have a juggling proficiency.
You do.
I feel
You
that
juggle
applies
me
to this. I feel that's what do they call it? Related? Is that it? When you like when one proficiency gives you a couple of points and another and a 3.5e, is that what it's called? 'Cause
I've never used
Neil-
3.5, so I don't know.
I think juggling helps here.
You use some daggers to like
Yeah.
try and
Hey,
get.
No.
some-
Yeah,
Hey,
can you-
Neil,
can
you
you
see
sit back
this
on
crown? Like, you don't get to be like the cheerleading queen for nothing. And like, hello, like, come on.
Yeah,
Come on.
so you guys don't have any. I mean,
Can you
I'm
stick
not
a
going to
dag-
say you can't try, but I'm saying that you are not skilled, nor have you ever attempted to, like, make someone jump an extra 3 feet using that sort of leverage. It
So
requires
I
fairly
use
good
my
timing
dagger.
and coordination and teamwork
I
to
just
do that sort of
how
shit.
about okay?
Is there
Try the
anything
daggers.
around in the alley like a trash can or like I don't know a wooden box or something? Is there any junk we could make a pile with to give ourselves some extra height?
Not around. I mean, there's the tables in front in the big courtyard. The tables that have been prepped for the feast tomorrow that have decorations all over them.
Before we go and steal one of those, could we do like a pyramid thing with 2 people on the bottom and then one more, one person on top of that like we are now, and then a third person on top of the second person?
Just have
So
Jade
each of the-
climb us.
Yeah, each of the
Yeah.
people at the bottom is supporting one person worth of weight. The person in the middle is supporting one person worth of weight, so that should be feasible.
That might work.
Oh,
So we're all standing like doing
I-
this pyramid thing. Go ahead and try
So
and
you
climb
bring
up,
Lamia
Jade.
down.
No, we don't. Lamia's there. Jade's
no,
climbing.
Lamia's- Jade's climbing us and then Lamia.
Oh wait, so you're going to hold with your hands. You're continuing to hold Lamia, and then Jade's going to climb on top of all of like the stack of you. So you're going to be holding with your hands
Lamia's
Jade
just
and
gonna,
Lamia.
We are
Lamia's
leaning
just
against
gonna
our
be
shoulders.
standing
Yeah.
on the shoulders.
Oh yeah,
Just
she comes.
standing on
She
the
comes down
shoulders.
to our shoulders. Yeah, she comes down to
Yeah.
our shoulders, and then Jade climbs,
Yep.
and we're leaned against a wall, so we're nice and stable. Sort of.
That should
I
be
think that would make
about
it less
15
stable because then you have no like you're not grabbing onto the wall. You're just leaned against the one you can't maneuver.
We are making ourselves as stable as possible.
So,
You're making
so
yourself
we all
stable as
fall and die.
Okay, I need strength checks from the boys, and I need dexterity checks from the girls.
Okay.
D20 plus.
All right, what do we got for these?
Wow.
Oh, Bandicoot. Oh, Felix King rolls a 1. So as soon as, at what point does this happen? Oh, so Jade is like trying desperately to crawl up Lamia, which is really fucking awkward, by the way. Have you ever tried to climb up a person while they're standing completely still, or even worse, being
I
held
make
up by
human
others? It's-
pyramids. Make human pyramids on a regular basis, Neil.
No,
It's a
like
thing I
I've
do.
literally tried this shit with my friends when they tried to pull
Yeah.
something like this earlier.
Oh,
It's
I've
much more
tried
difficult
this.
than you actually imagine it. So Jade is like climbing up Lamia right now, and Felix like it's not working, and his leg gives out, or he twerks too far backwards, and the entire pile of you guys just all collapse onto the ground. I
He-
need.
he-
um,
It worked too hard.
He twerks too
Oh.
hard. He twerks too hard backwards.
Lamia, you take 5 damage from the fall. Jade, you take
Oh.
2 damage from the fall.
I don't even get the roll.
There's a person climbing on your back. You do not get a dexterity check when someone's like clinged on top of you.
This isn't
That was
permanent
actually- I
damage,
was-
right?
So wait, so I fall. Do I fall upon Jade or something? Do I
No, you
just
guys
fall?
just fall to your sides. Jade,
Let's
falls
try it
to-
again.
What was it?
Let's try
Yes,
it again,
let's try it
guys.
again.
With
Two
with
damage.
less fail this time.
Yeah.
Let's fail.
Guys,
Let's
I-
mark that down.
I don't know, guys. I kind of feel like resting for like 5 days or something.
Damn it! We'll all have our stomachs pulled out through our mouths by that point. And by
Yeah.
all of us, I mean
So,
possibly just me, but also in English, the first person plural is the same as, or the second person plural is the same as the second person singular. Or, these are all you. You know, you don't know who is talking to. So let's try
And
again.
then I think,
I didn't hear a crazy demon voice in my head. I think he was just talking to you.
Oh, was I the only one who actually heard it, Neil?
Heard what?
The you get my head or I'll.
Oh
pull
no,
your
everyone who was standing around saw it, heard it.
Well, I
Yeah.
wasn't there.
Which
so.
was only you.
Everyone was there.
So we try again, Neil. We try to do the Leaning Tower
All
of
right,
Pisa.
give me strength checks by the guys, dex checks for the girls.
This is all just temporary damage, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
you don't even,
John
you don't even
Locke
get
rolls a 2.
the one.
Well,
You don't
don't
even
even
get
bother
halfway
doing your. Well, actually, yeah. Lamia, give me a dex check.
Oh.
Oh. Wow.
This time, John Locke buckles and fails, and Lamia loses her balance even while this is going on, and everyone collapses again. Let's see.
I think we're doing this the wrong way. How about the strongest two hold up the weak ass guys?
Isn't that what we're doing at the moment?
No.
Are you guys both 11? You guys both 11 strength?
Yeah.
Okay,
This
we
time,
did this
okay,
all
well, this
wrong.
time when you guys collapse, it's just as Jade is like hopping onto Locke's shoulders, so the fall isn't as bad. Jade, you take 0 damage. Lamia, give me a dex check for half damage.
Fucking hell. Well, I'm gonna be unconscious by this point.
I think the padding protects you.
No,
Lamia, you take
no,
2.
no, no.
Yeah, okay. I think
Guys.
this girls hold up the guys. That seems like a good idea. As
Yeah.
depressing
We
as that
we
is.
do it that way, Neil. We do it that
Okay.
way. I'm like really insisting on this idea that we're going to do it that way.
All right, so who is
swap.
going to be in the
what-
middle and who's going to be on top?
What we're gonna do? We're gonna have
It's-
me and me and Lamia. We're the base, and we're gonna get Felix on top of us, and then John's gonna be up. Now, what we're gonna do? We're gonna get Felix up on our shoulders first. We're gonna be like, Lamia, are you stable? I'm stable. We're really stable, nice and stable. Now, John, climb up.
Then,
We'll
I'm
be-
going to jump from the opposite roof to get onto the shoulders.
No.
No, I'm not actually going to do that.
All right, okay. Girls, give me strength checks. Guys, give me dex checks.
Oops. Oh,
Oh my god, you suck.
Lamia rolls a 1. Guys, give me your dex check still. Let's see how badly this works. Oh,
Wow.
Bandicoot or not, Felix King rolls a 1 as well. You guys collapse. Lamia and Felix, you break the pyramid. Felix and Locke, I'm sorry, King and Locke, you fall down. King, you take 5. Locke, you take 2.
Once
One
more.
more time, guys. Let's do this.
yeah.
Let's do
like,
this until
has
we're
to- it
all
has to be
dead.
This
even.
time, put some backbone into it. Do you want to get rid of the pregnancy? I think it's impairing you right now.
I figured she already undid it.
Yeah, okay. Come on,
Yeah,
we can do
like,
this.
as
gonna walk
as the
down the
guard like
street.
dragged me out, I was like, yeah.
I'm gonna walk down the street to the ladder
I-
store, and I'm gonna steal a ladder.
I dumped the baby in a dumpster.
The ladder store, the general
Are they-
store,
Are they out of ladders again?
well, they're closed because it's like 2 in the morning.
That's why we're stealing one.
So you guys are gonna go to the general store and try and break in and steal a ladder?
No, that's going to go even worse. We can make
I
this,
like
guys.
that.
I have faith.
One more
I can try one
time.
more time.
I'm gonna say,
One more
Felix, come help. Here, look, check around. Is anyone looking? Felix,
One
pick
more
this
time.
lock.
You want
Let's
me to
steal a
lock pick?
ladder.
You want to steal
Yeah.
the ladder? Okay,
Yeah.
let's steal this ladder.
So we're
Is,
basically
is
just
anyone looking, Neil?
Well,
We don't-
okay, the
don't-
general store is a few blocks away, so you walk down to the general store, leaving John Locke and Lamia Switchblade behind.
I don't care what they do.
just
That's their problem.
I figure we're gonna go with them so we can be on lookout just to be safe.
Yeah, okay.
So the
Go.
whole party
matter-
walks down to the general store.
Yeah, we're
There's
strolling,
some guards patrolling in the streets,
Oh,
but
my-
you know they walk by a few block
I-
down, and they don't.
I hide in the shadows.
And as we're doing that, we're all singing the hardware store song.
Okay.
Going
no.
to the hardware store.
Is there like a back alley or like a back entrance? Like rather than just going in the front, is there like a back?
A back door to the general store.
No.
No,
Okay.
so just front.
So as soon as guards disappear, roll the pick lock.
Okay, give me your lockpicking check. 21. With some fiddling, you manage to get it done.
Do we see a ladder?
You walk in, looking about, and
Moving silently.
moving as silently as possible, looking about.
Got a
you-
dagger ready in my sleeve, as
with
usual.
the dagger ready in your sleeve.
and someone closes the door like behind us quietly.
Is
So
everyone inside or is anyone outside?
I'm going in.
I'll wait
I'm
outside.
going in.
Actually, I'll wait outside and keep watch.
Okay. Lamia, where are you?
The most wanted man in the history of the town is going to keep
So
watch.
who went in?
You went in, Lamia?
Who went in? Who?
Felix.
Wait.
Everyone else.
And Felix?
Except me. Yeah.
So there's only we're two went in and
I'm outside. Yeah.
okay. So I'll just be on lookout with John. I guess.
Alright, so Jade and Felix, you're scrounging around inside looking for stuff. You hop over the counter to the room in the back where he actually keeps all his shit because this is not a department store. And back there, you find a small step ladder that will get you 5 feet up. You don't find a big ladder.
Perfect.
That's all we
That
need.
won't work either. That's
So
basically.
I'm gonna take
Yeah, it
it,
will.
and even though it's 5 feet, I'm gonna like hide it under my shirt anyway and walk out nonchalant.
You're gonna
Almost
do
as
a.
tall as you, that doesn't work. It
It
comes up
does
to like
work.
your nose.
No, it works. It works.
Neil, it's
Look,
okay.
you say doesn't work, I say do. Let's compromise. It works.
So
Because-
how do you just like walk out with the ladder under your arm?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay, cool. Sweet.
ladder pregnancy.
Okay, what's gonna happen is the ladder's 5 feet. Someone's gonna have to climb the ladder, and then someone's gonna have to climb them. So
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it's still gonna make
But then
a couple.
we only need,
No,
we
we're
only
fine,
need a stack
it's
of
fine.
2. We need
Guys,
a stack of
let's
2.
go.
That's not hard.
Let's get this ladder there without being noticed by the guards. And I'm going to say this really loudly so all the guards can hear me. And then let's
Let's,
climb in and steal the prize pumpkin. Let's go, guys.
We're gonna be sneaky about this. We're gonna like have people like checking corners and stuff, and like, okay, go. You know, only using back alleys. We're
Okay.
As we're
I mean, it's
doing
only
like
2 blocks away, so
Is there anything else in there that we can steal? Like,
it's
I mean,
a whole freaking
is-
general store. There's a lot of stuff.
is there like cash register or like?
There is a strong box with a lock.
is there
on it.
Is there a grappling hook, Neil?
You're not inside. How would you know?
Okay, fair enough.
I don't want to meta.
I'm
I
not going
peek
to
in.
ask.
I peek in. Do I
I've
see a
got,
grappling
like,
hook?
high
No, you
utility-
don't see a grappling hook when you peek in because there's nothing in the front room. General store.
Check for a grappling hook, guys, in case the ladder is, you know.
I hear that, and I look around for a hook.
Yeah, you find one.
I grab the
Oh,
hook.
sweet. Yeah.
Eh.
Felix, you're the lock man. How hard do you think that strong box is to get into?
How hard is it, Neil?
You wouldn't know unless you tried.
Okay, let's
What's
try.
taking so long? Pick the damn lock, Felix.
I'm only giving this one an attempt because we have more important things to worry about.
as they're inside, I'm like going about. What's taking them so long?
Alright, you eventually get the lock open on the strong box. And out comes a sack of coins.
A fireball.
I feel like
Dragon.
I was gonna say like, out comes a spider, you know, bites you and you die horribly.
No,
No.
a bag of coins.
Is John Locke still in the room?
I'm keeping watch. No, I'm keeping watch outside. I'm saying like
So-
this. Some
so I
guys
said-
back up.
I didn't say to Felix. We divvy up half, and I say
Yes,
they don't
50-50. I
need
give
to
half
know
to
about
Jade. I give half to Jade, half to me, and then we leave with the ladder and
Yeah.
the hook really
Alright,
quickly.
you each get 80 silver.
it. So
I'll take it.
rich.
Okay,
All right. When we get outside, I give the hook to John Locke.
okay.
Like,
Okay.
why don't I get any presents?
Yeah, since
Then
we
we-
say
found
you
the
wanted
lock,
any.
we're gonna need the
We
ladder.
ignore her and we head back.
Good. Alright, you guys get back.
I miss
Okay.
Kyle. Not
Now
really.
we have a hook now, but I don't want us to try with the hook first because throwing a hook through that window might alert people. So let's try and be sneaky with the ladder first. Even though we like fell over 4 times outside this window, let's
Can't
you know,
we like
try and be
lean
sneaky now.
against the wall?
Okay, so it's a step ladder, so it's got like 2 things. So one of us climbs, and we're boosting up John, I guess, into the window.
Sure.
How
Alright.
are we standing when we do it, Neil? Because I'm figuring we're kind of leaning against the wall as well, right? Kind of like supporting, or do we just?
However, it's the
stand?
most
You tell
stable.
me what you're doing.
Yeah.
Next hour on D&D for one shots, the gang tries to work out how to use a ladder. Someone's just on, say, my shoulders or Lamia's shoulders, because we're the
Okay,
strongest.
so which one of you is gonna be the base? Gotta pick.
I
Who's
will.
taking less
Okay.
damage?
Alright, and who wants to climb on top of Jade Cat Paws?
I want
hand?
nothing more than to climb on top of Jade.
Alright.
Do it, John Locke.
John Locke, you climb up on Jade. Jade, give me a strength check.
It's in there. 21.
That
21,
one
alright.
charisma.
All right, John
That
Locke,
one
give me
charisma
a
on.
dex check as you climb on top of Jade.
Yes.
Oh, beautiful. 34. Excellent.
Yes.
Okay. You managed to get your hands all the way up to the top 5, 10, 15. Yeah.
5 extra feet. We only needed 2.5 more feet, I think.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a 5-foot ladder, and then you're standing on her shoulders. She's, what, 5'1"? So her shoulders are at like 4'10",
Okay.
4'8", 4'8", and then you're 5'5".
Yeah.
So you're
Oh, 5'6".
5'6". Okay. So your head is about even with the window, so you have no problem just like reaching in, brushing aside some of the broken glass, like hitting it, breaking it open, making sure you're not going to cut your hands.
I'm not breaking anything yet. I'm not breaking any glass in a nice, loud, convenient way for you, Neil. I'm peeking in the window.
Okay.
What do I see?
Well, we are at our 3-minute hour break, so let's break here, and we'll get back to that in just a minute. So we'll see you guys in 3 minutes.
Dragon pops out and kills you.
The pumpkin floating through the air. It's like, take me. Take me.
How much damage did it take? Sorry, Neil. I think it was
2.
5.
Well, but
That wasn't
Some-
permanent damage, right?
no, that was temporary, and it should be gone by
Yeah.
right now, right?
Yeah.
Should be gone now. Neil?
Yeah. Okay, so it doesn't matter. And then we get 80
Like
silver for me.
10
and
minutes or something, and it's gone. I remember.
Sweet.
Where is
Okay.
monies?
Out of combat.
80 silver plus we had 10.
I'm
so
tired, guys.
I just got this feeling when I look in the window and a guard's gonna be waiting there, having heard us struggling to climb up for like the past 2 hours.
Yeah, just been hearing us the whole
It's
time.
like constant collapsing and cursing, and you know.
It's 4 a.m. in the morning.
Working 5 damage.
4 a.m. there? Wow.
Yeah, it's 4 a.m.
And you've done this how many times?
Oh shit! It actually is. It's like 3. It's like 3:15.